I'm an engineer by training and I'm fascinated by numbers, and a lot of the questions that I ask invariably end up something on that similar genre, that how do consumers interpret numbers? And I think a lot of us are not trained as human beings to deal with numbers. So we use a very perceptual and psychological basis to understand that, but yet everybody expects it to be very systematic. We started by looking at cars and how much people are willing to pay for, say, red versus blue cars. And we looked at it in the context of negotiations, because for car deals often occur through negotiations. And our basic idea was that with cars, people have this perception that red cars are flashier, they're stylish, and so on. And we thought it should actually lead to higher willingness to pay. I mean, one would expect that relative to blue. But we were a little stunned when we saw that the actual offers were lower with red than with blue. So our research is about incidental exposure. So basically, this is where consumers don't attribute the color to the seller directly. So it is like, for instance, as part of the background, or it is, like in one of the studies, we just have a red header or a blue header, and we find these effects. Like red always induces aggression relative to blue, but in an auction setting, you are trying to outcompete other bidders. You're trying to win the product. So therefore, an aggressive consumer will try to bid the highest. So their willingness to pay actually goes up. But in a negotiation, acquisition is not the main goal, because the product is available there. What then happens is somebody who becomes very aggressive wants to actually get the best deal possible. So their willingness to pay actually goes down. It could be that it is just innate in us, but I don't think science has advanced as much to give us a conclusive answer. But the fact remains that the effects are pretty robust and they sort of replicate in different contexts.